Hello friends, welcome to Freshers Live. Today is 22nd March. Here I will discuss all the important questions that may be asked from today's current affairs and important facts related with each question. So watch the video very carefully and try to answer the questions asked at the end of the video. You can download the PDF of the video from the link provided in the description. You can also download the PDF from our website as well as Telegram groups. Before moving forward, let's check the answer for the question asked in the last video. When was the China's Belt and Road Initiative first proposed by President Xi Jinping? The correct answer is option C, 2013. Now, let's begin our session for today. Here comes our question number 1. When is the World Water Day celebrated? The correct answer is option C, March 22nd. The World Water Day designated by the United Nations is celebrated on 22nd March every year. The first World Water Day was commemorated in 1993. The theme for World Water Day 2019 is Leaving No One Behind. This is an adaptation of the central promise of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. As sustainable development progresses, everyone must benefit. Sustainable Development Goal 6 aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water for all by 2030. To leave no one behind, focus on talking efforts towards people including those who have been marginalized or ignored. Regulatory and legal frameworks must recognize the right to water for all people, and sufficient funding must be fairly and effectively targeted at those who need it most. Heading toward question number 2. Which of the following is the India's deepest shaft cave which has been discovered in Meghalaya? The correct answer is option D, Krem Ladau. India's deepest shaft cave, Krem Ladau, has been discovered in Meghalaya's East Khasi Hills district during the annual Caving in the Adobe of the Clouds expedition. The cave has a 105-meter deep shaft entrance passage. This comes a year after the world's longest sandstone cave Krempuri was discovered in Meghalaya. With all these discoveries, Meghalaya has become one of the top caving regions of the world. Meghalaya has 1,700 caves and cave locations, of which over 1,000 have been explored or partially explored. The other major caves explored and mapped are Ritang Kur 3,724 meter, Tukur Lut 2,185 meter, and Kellumpuk 788 meter. Overall, the 2019 expedition explored and mapped 12.3 kilometers of new cave passage. Now, let me share few more informations about Meghalaya. The name Meghalaya means the abode of clouds in Sanskrit. The capital is Shillong. The governor is Tathagata Roy. The chief minister is Conrad Sangma. The formation of Meghalaya was happened on 21st January 1972. Moving toward question number 3. First ever high-level dialogue on Indo-Pacific cooperation held in Dash. The correct answer is option A, Jakarta. The government of Indonesia hosted the first ever high-level dialogue on Indo-Pacific cooperation in its capital city, Jakarta. The theme of the HLD was Towards a Peaceful, Prosperous and Inclusive Region. The representatives from India, Australia, US, Brunei Darussalam, Japan, South Korea, Russia, New Zealand and China, apart from 10 member ASEAN countries. The main objective behind this meet was to urge all participating governments to talk openly about their plans for increasing cooperation and for building trust in the Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean region. The Indo-Pacific region is comprised of 3/5 of the world's population with gross domestic product amounted to $52 trillion. Now, let us know more about Indonesia. The currency is Indonesian rupiah. The president is Joko Widodo. The prime minister, the post was abolished in 1959. Heading to our question number 4. Asian Development Bank signed to invest dash in Avada Energy Private Limited for expansion of solar projects in India. The correct answer is option A, $50 million. The Asian Development Bank is to invest $50 million in Indian renewable energy independent power producer Avada Energy Private Limited to expand its solar energy generation capacity in India. Avada is a developer of utility scale, rooftop and off-grid solar projects. According to the ADB, this investment will contribute to the Indian government's goal to increase the share of renewable energy generation capacity from about 20% in 2018 to 40% by 2030. It will also help to reduce India's emission intensity of its gross domestic product by 33 to 35% by 2030. The company has secured power purchase agreement of about 1700 megawatts. Now, let me share few more informations about the Asian Development Bank. It was founded on 19th December 1966. It is headquartered at Mandaluyong, Philippines. The president is Takehiko Nako. The memberships are 67 countries. The purpose is to promote social and economic development in Asia. Moving to our question number 5. Which of the following Indian origin politician created history in the House of Commons of Canada as the first white leader of a major opposition party in the country? The correct answer is option D, Jagmeet Singh. Indian origin Jagmeet Singh made history in the House of Commons, a component of Canada's Parliament, as the first non-white leader of a major opposition party in the country. Singh, 40, the leader of the New Democratic Party, was elected in federal by-elections held on February 25. Singh's first words as an elected lawmaker were about last week's terrorist attack on 2 mosques in New Zealand. Now, let me share few more informations about the House of Commons of Canada. The type is Lower House of the Parliament of Canada. The Speaker is Geoff Regan, Liberal Party. The Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau, a Liberal Party. Leader of the Opposition is Andrew Scheer, a Conservative Party. Now, let me share few more points about Canada. The monarch is Elizabeth II. The Governor General is Julie Petty. The Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau. The capital is Ottawa. The official languages are English and French. The currency is Canadian dollar. Moving to our question number 6. Which of the following is the joint military exercise between India and Sri Lanka? The correct answer is option A, Mitra Shakti 6. India and Sri Lanka is to conduct joint military exercise Mitra Shakti 6 from 26 March to 8 April at Sri Lanka. At the military exercise Mitra Shakti 6, India would be represented by the Bihar Regiment. Jammu Watch Battalion of Sri Lankan Army will be representing the Sri Lankan side. The exercise aims to build and promote close relations between armies of both the countries and to enhance the ability of Joint Exercise Commander to take military contingents of both nations under command. The exercise also involves tactical level operation in an international counter-insurgency and counter-terrorist environment under the United Nations mandate. Now, let me share few points about Sri Lanka. The president is Maithripala Sirisena. The prime minister is Ranil Wickremesinghe. The capital is Sri Jayawardhanapura Koti. The official languages are Sinhala, Tamil. The currency is Sri Lankan rupee. Heading to our question number 7. CBSE launched an app called Dash. The correct answer is option A, Shiksha Vani. The Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) launched its podcast app Shiksha Vani. It will be used to send out major announcements made by the board and it expected to be the quickest way to information. The first official circular on the app confirmed the beginning of the evaluation process of the 2019 board examinations. The app is currently available only for Android users and not for iPhone users. The medium of the podcast was chosen because of oral transmission of information has better implementation and reception. The information on the app will be available only to the persons. Like the current circular on the policies and guidelines for board exam 2019 answer sheets and preparation of CBSE results 2019 on the app is only accessible to examiners. Moving to our question number 8. Which of the following stadium will be the new home of T10 cricket for the next 5 years? The correct answer is option C, Zayed Cricket Stadium, Abu Dhabi, UAE. Zayed Cricket Stadium, Abu Dhabi will be the new home of T10 cricket for the next 5 years starting with the 2019 season. The first match of the T10 League 2019 will be held on October 23. In cricket, there are two short formats so far, that is ODI and T20. Now brace for T10. T10 was first introduced to the UAE in 2017 with 8 squads vying of victory in games with an explosive pace. Players featured have included Chris Gayle, Shoaib Malik, Shane Watson and Pakistan captain Sarfraz Ahmed. Heading to our question number 9. Which of the following crop damaging worms is spreading in Asia? The correct answer is option A, Armyworms. The Food and Agriculture Organization has expressed concerns over the increasing menace of crop damaging armyworms in Asia. Farming in several Asian countries is under threat from armyworms, a type of crop damaging insect that have munched their way from the America and across Africa. These flying insects arrived in India in July and have since spread to Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand and China's Yunnan province. These insects feed mostly on maize and can feed on several species of crops including rice and sugarcane. Armyworms, which are native to the Americas, have been moving eastwards since 2016, sweeping across Africa where they cost $1 to $3 billion in damage before arriving in Asia. The FAO has convened a meeting of officials from affected countries and experts for discussing ways to limit armyworms infestations amid a growing sense of alarm. FAO called on the nation to work together since pest has no respect for international boundaries and it threatens food security, economy, domestic and international trade. Now heading to our last question, question number 10. Which of the following Forest Ordinance Bill has been passed by Lok Sabha? The correct answer is Option A, Indian Forest Amendment Bill 2017. The Lok Sabha passed Indian Forest Bill 2017. The bill replaces Indian Forest Ordinance 2017 promulgated by President Ramnath Kovind in November 2017 and amends Indian Forest Act 1927. Though bamboo was taxonomically a grass, it was earlier defined as a tree under the Indian Forest Act 1927 and its felling and transit required permission. It was major impediment for bamboo cultivation by farmers on non-forest land. The bill omits bamboo grown in non-forest areas from definition of trees. The omission thereby exempts it from requiring permits for felling or transportation of bamboo grown in non-forest areas. With this, bamboo grown in non-forest areas ceases to be tree. It will encourage bamboo plantation by farmers, which will contribute to doubling farmers' income by 2022. The Indian Forest Act 1927 consolidates laws relating to forest, transit of forest produce and duty to be levied on them. Under it, the definition of tree includes palms, stumps, bamboos, brushwood and cans. To conclude this session, here comes the question of the day. What is the theme for World Water Day 2019? Try to answer the question and drop your answer in the comment box. Okay friends, that's for today. Thanks for watching our video. If you find the information provided in our video useful, please do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Follow us regularly to stay updated on current affairs. Dear friends, are you looking for a job? End your search now. Visit fresherslife.com, the next generation of placement network. Register yourself today and get placed in top companies. Until then, this is Freshers Life signing out from Current Affairs video. Take care.